minimalism thing?
Well, when I quit hyper-consuming, I needed to figure out a healthier lifestyle. And I figured, well, you know what? I want to lose the last 10 pounds, so I'm going to work on that. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobras Nest. For those of you new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalism videos. Today's minimalism video is going to be the top 7 self-improvement things that have come out of my minimalism journey, and I want to share that with you guys. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it, let's go. So I've been a minimalist for about 8 years, and before I was a minimalist, the main point of my life was just to go to school and hyper-consume and spend all of my money. I didn't even have a lot of money, but whatever little I had, I just spent it. And once I became a minimalist, I stopped buying, and I guess it must have been pretty deep-rooted shopping addiction because I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like,
what do I do with my life if I'm not shopping?
When I think about it now, it's just so freaking ridiculous that this was even an issue. Like, I did not know what to do with my life now that I wasn't shopping. So these are the things that I have implemented in my life that have just brought me to becoming the alpha cobra that I am today. So let's get right into it. Okay, number 1, running. Wow, running is one of those things that truly changed my life. There's been several things that have changed my life, and I can name them on my hand. Running is one of them, discovering Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and minimalism. These 3 things have definitely changed my life, and I put running up there. Before I ran, I was quite chubby, and nothing wrong with that. I think a chubby, cute, 12-year-old, that's adorable. It's not that cute when you're in high school though. By the end of high school, I finally had a really nice physique, and it worked. I got my first boyfriend in grade 12. Not that that was the whole point of running, but running gave me a lot of self-confidence, made me happier in my clothes, gave me something else to do that wasn't just mindless consumption. Like, it was actually like a healthy hobby. There's plenty of times where I was like, okay, I should go to the gym instead of just spending all of my time at the mall. Okay, number 2, lifting weights. I know that this is quite similar to running. I think running for me is very meditative. When I go for a run, I'm like emptying out my cup. I'm just like decluttering out all of my thoughts. When I'm lifting weights though, I feel like I'm improving my health. Whereas running, sometimes I'm afraid I might lose my period if I run too much, but when I'm lifting weights, I don't have that fear. I feel like when I lift weights, I become stronger. I feel like empowered. I feel like more whole. I feel like when you lift weights as a woman, you become more balanced as a woman. You gain more masculinity in you because we're so female. So when we lift a bit of weights, there's this balance in the body where it's like you're still feminine. Lifting weights does that for me. It's definitely improved my confidence level to another level. I used to be really kind of like embarrassed of cellulite on my legs, but ever since I started lifting weights, I don't struggle from cellulite anymore. I know that's probably like very body shaming. If you love your cellulite, don't let me stop you. You do you, boo. But for me, not having cellulite because I lift weights is, in my opinion, a better state of affairs than not lifting weights and having cellulite. Number 3, keto. Kind of have a love-hate relationship with keto because at the core of it, I have a love-hate relationship with food. But that's not to say that keto is not something that has really drastically changed and improved my life. I don't know, you might be wondering,
how is that even a minimalism thing?
Well, when I quit hyper-consuming, I needed to figure out a healthier lifestyle, and I figured, well, you know what, I want to lose the last 10 pounds, so I'm going to work on that. And when I was watching a lot of what I eat in a day videos, how to lose weight, keto videos came up. It finally gave me the break to not have to work out so hard. One of the reasons that I used to go on such long runs, like 1 hour, 2 hour long runs, was because like I couldn't figure out ways to burn the carbs. But when you stop eating carbs, your body enters ketosis and your body burns the fat, and you don't even have to work out. Like, I'm not here telling you that you don't have to work out anymore if you do keto. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying that like I have the luxury to only go for 10-minute, 20-minute runs because I pretty much eat a very ketogenic, keto-based diet. I don't say fully keto because I'm not fully keto anymore. I don't have to struggle with my weight. I don't struggle with my weight anymore. It's been a really good experience for the most part, except for the restrictive aspect, but I've kind of tweaked that. I do now what they call carb cycling, and I feel like I'm finally in a good place with keto, but it is really nice to know the thing that was making me struggle with my weight was the carbohydrates. Okay, number 4, reading books. So once I stopped hyper-consuming material stuff and even hyper-consuming Instagram, I have so much free time now. I have the time finally to be able to do things like read books. I've mentioned I used Kindle on my phone first, and then recently I bought the iPad mini, so now I can finally properly have like an actual like screen, and I try my best to read self-improvement books. Obviously not to get obsessive, and obviously not to enter like self-improvement toxicity, but just to like actually put in my head solid ideas. I just things that it could make my life better. And that's what I tried to read more of instead of mindlessly scrolling on Instagram. Okay, number 5, meditation. I feel like meditation is in the realm of religion. It's kind of similar to prayer. I don't like to showcase me praying, so I don't really like to showcase me zenning, it being in zen and zazen. When I meditate, that is my time away from social media. That is my time away from my work. That is my time away from YouTube. So I don't really like to film myself because that feels performative. But anyway, I digress. Meditation has really helped me a lot. There was so much junk up here. Even though I had minimalized my environment up until like a couple years ago, there was just so much junk up here. Journaling and meditation have helped me meditate using minimalism up here, like the mental declutters. I've made videos talking about the mental declutters. There was just so much garbage up here, guys. I didn't know how to get it out, but meditation and emptying your cup and knowing that your thoughts are just clouds in the sky and do not change your Buddha nature, it just tremendously helped me. If you have not meditated or actually given it like legit actual try, I highly recommend taking up meditation. Start off small, get a timer, set it for 5 minutes, try to get yourself up to 20 minutes. If you can exercise for 20 minutes, you can definitely meditate for 20 minutes. So if you can't meditate for 20 minutes, I would recommend taking up exercise first, because that means you probably don't have the attention span to be able to sit still. Okay, and number 7, taking up Zen. So meditation is one thing, but Zen, the religion or the philosophy, is a different thing. So taking up Zen has definitely helped me a lot. There's a lot of aspects of our hyper-consumption Western ideology, and so Zen gives you a completely different perspective of what people living in Western society preach is the most important thing. I really do like having different perspectives, because when you open your mind, it gives you the ability to look at things from many different perspectives. My minimalism pairs very well with Zen. With Zen, you realize that you are enough, and that's one of the aspects of minimalism, is trying to get yourself to a place where you don't have to use external validation to love yourself. Another good Zen aspect is that to be happy is to decide to be happy. It's that simple. And we think we are only going to be happy once we're multi-millionaires and we've like reached our goals and the kids have moved out and I've graduated. As somebody who's progressively self-improved for many years, always thinking the next thing was going to make me happier, it wasn't until I realized in Zen where it was like, if you decide to be happy, you are happy. And I was like, one of the best life tips. And so I'm really happy, been happier in my 30s than I ever was in my 20s, because I didn't know how to be happy. And being happy is something that is a practice. Just like you have to exercise to have a good body, you have to practice being happy to be happy. I'm not saying be complacent. I still think you need to work on your but at the same time, you should be enjoying your life and actually being grateful for your life and happy while you're at it. If any of these tips resonated with you, give a comment down below and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.